Carlo. I represent Abia North of Abia State. Mr. President, I would like to first thank Mr. President of the Republic for finding the nominee very worthy to nominate him. I've known this nominee for many years, and I think Mr. President have done the right choice. He's an engineer, and he's also a man that I know his capacity and capability. I've used him so many times as consultant to do some job, and I'm sure he's going to do his job very well. My simple question to him is, we have a lot of problems in generating and transmitting light. We are producing or not producing, but transmission is also a problem. You have multiple companies doing different things in power section, which is not supposed to be. If you are giving somebody this side of the power to produce or to support, it's not to leave it to one company. For example, you want to leave Ally company, you should say Ally, produce the light, transmit the light, collect the money, and collect the money also. Instead of, I will transmit, somebody else will, I will produce, somebody else will transmit, somebody else will collect the money. It makes no sense because it doesn't give people opportunity to know what they're supposed to do. If you are giving, for example, Bauchi, you say, this company, you produce, sell power, you collect the money, you do this in Bauchi, not having multiple parastatals or this to be collecting money, doing that and that. It doesn't make sense to business, as you know, because you, as a business consultant, you will ought to know that people are relying more on generators. People are using their generators all over the world, all over Nigeria. And it is not, it's out of fashion to be using generator and producing goods for manufacturers. It's no longer fashionable because the utilization of generators is no longer good for profit margin. It doesn't work. Please, I would like you to briefly tell the senator what you are going to do in making sure that power is produced and power is transmitted to people of Nigeria. And also, I will join Baba Adin to tell you, give me by timeline, not just by saying I will do it. Tell me from now to 1 year, you will produce, you will give President President Bola Tinubu and this Senate a specific time with plans and tell us, we will do this before your re-election in January 16th. Thank you, Mr. President, for the opportunity.
The Senior Senator.
I have gone through the dossier of the nominee, and it's quite rich. It's quite rich. A first-class material is before us. But I want to state clearly that you are not going for a tea party if, and I'm happy that you struck that chord, if you are deemed fit and cleared by the Senate, your portfolio is not that of a tea party, given the concerns that we have in this sector. And I want to thank my colleagues for allowing you space to offer some insights. I'm one of those who have never given to bow and go. We act as a filter here, and it's only the one that it already appears and provides insights that will address a number of concerns for a sector. I recall that much of Nigeria is rural, and I'm interested in how you can assist us in respect of rural electrification in this country. 70% of our space is rural, and a good chunk of it do not have access to power. They are not linked to the grid as its way. So how will you address that concern in which a good part of this country is not linked? A number of Nigerians have not seen the impact of the sector as its way. Then two, There are a number of subnationals who have driven investments for the sector. I'm from Akwa Ibom, and we have Ibom Power in my state. I want to see how your office will collaborate. I'm very impressed that you mentioned one key point when you spoke, the need for collaboration. How will you collaborate with some subnationals who have driven investments in the sector like the Ibom Power in my state? And then the issue of tariffs. How will you drive a framework where tariffs are not seen as oppressive? How can Nigerians have more access to affordable power, as it were? Because a lot of Nigerians are groaning. So I'm also interested in that. But in broad terms, so that I don't take much of my colleagues' time, what are you going to do that is quite different? How do you bring a uniqueness consistent with your profile? What will you do as in bare terms? How will you turn things? How will you drive a process of reform? In bare terms, what are you taking aboard? What are you taking aboard so that we can drive the sector effectively, where we can check corruption, check inefficiency, because part of the drawbacks that we have in the sector, in the power sector in Nigeria, have to do with corruption and inefficiency. Some even complained that they pay more for darkness than for light. And that drives part of the concern that we have. So what will you...
Distinguished colleagues, invited guests, my name is Abba Moro, Senator representing the very good people of Benue South Senatorial District. By the grace of God and the indulgence of my colleagues, the Senate Minority Leader, Benue State is in north-central Nigeria. Sir Minister Nominee, looking at you alone and your composure, I want to think that the problem of energy supply in Nigeria is over. I want to say at this point, too, that it's a very huge challenge that you are walking into, because Nigeria has been embarrassingly in the League of Nations with inadequate power supply that has led many companies and organizations to leave the shores of Nigeria because of lack of confidence in the energy sector. With your pedigree, I honestly want to think that you won't leave the stage without solving these problems. There are a few critical areas for the purpose of emphasis that some of us would want you to address, at least to instill some level of confidence in Nigerians that you will be capable of solving their energy problems. And so I want to ask, given the circumstances in which we find ourselves, how will you address the liquidity crisis and the sector debt crisis in the power sector? Thank you very much.